Hey there, team. Welcome to... this isn't... No, it is. It is. Yeah, yeah, Mistrand. I'm confusing myself. But yeah, anyway, okay, no, this is the map I thought it was. Well, it's not originally the map I thought it was. I thought it was Umbar at first, actually. For some reason, the river, I imagined there was this river. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Well, we got 3v3? 3v3, okay. Interesting. We're sort of deploying on the attacking side here. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, a long battle here, almost 50,000 frames. Guards of Khazad there. Warriors, 3rd Legion, Warriors, Dwarven Miners, some Hammerers there, Sons of the Fallen, and Shield Guard, alongside some more 3rd Legion Infantry and Warriors. In front of them, lots of Orc Hunters, of course, the only archer choice, no crossbows, apart from, well, some mortar shells, I guess, for Khazad, but no standard archers. And that's that. So yeah, okay, cool. We'll zoom on back later. I guess you've got the mercenary crossbowman, the mounted variant there. We've got Mark playing as Isengard, so he's got his Dunlending clansman deploying right up here in the city proper. Oh, sorry boys. We'll have a quick glance. I'm seeing pikes, seeing clansmen, seeing a berserker or two. Yep, good. And then of course the Naz High. But by the looks of things, seems pretty standard for Isengard. Yeah, Uruk Raiders there. Oh yeah, no, Isengard didn't have any Dunlending clansmen in the last battle. Interesting. Almost always see them. So we've not chosen to deploy on the west side of the river today. We've got everything outside. We've got Jefferson again with his runic forces. So he's got his Dragon's Wrath crossbows, Narim, and lots of crossbowmen. No armor upgrade for the boys today though. Tribesmen, Gamprim, Soundrim, some Flagrim. Over here on the right, Flagrim, Eastron Clansmen, and the Eastron Warriors with a Camel's Chosen and more Flagrim. What's this? Ah, some armor upgraded. Eastron Clansmen, very nice. Oh, there we go. Right, it is a 4. Sorry, Lil. It is a 4v3. There's another army in here. It's an Umbar army. That's all I can really tell you. So we'll see it later. Yeah, I forgot that happens on this map. Yeah, 4v3, so it is a proper, well, it's a normal siege. I was wondering, were we having like a city fight or something like that? Goodness sake. Let's just, yeah, I love this like perfectly organized little slither of an army. But yeah, moving on inside, we'll start from east to west. Here we've got another, oh no, that was the Isengard blob. Bacon Strip playing his Dale, so he's got his Dalian bows. Here he's got the bulk of his army set out properly. Some pikes, Barning Herd, some Blackshot Dragon Slayers with the Royal Guard, Marksmen, and some Lake Town Infantry. Okay, cool. Yeah, certainly not a bad idea for a siege. Use up some ammunition, don't have much of it, but use a bit of ammo and then just get slugging out in melee as a decent sort of shielded fodder unit. We've got Mirkwood alongside him, so he'll be having a bit more ammunition than Dale. Yeah, expect. Fury Oath there, Spears of Inventour, Elving Palace Guard, some Hiri Lang, and some Hiri... Nope. Palace Guard. No, just 2 Hiri Lang. One's got an armor upgrade, one doesn't. Dude, my brain just broke when I saw that. Hiri Oath there, armor upgraded. Hiri Ek. Some Hiri Peng without their armor upgrades. Woodland Protectors. And the final defender today is... I thought I kind of expected Erebor, not gonna lie. I thought we had like a little Hobbit thing going. But anyway, Haven Guard there, played by Diego. So we've got Haven Guard, Double Knights of the Silver Swans, some Black Swan Renegades, Berthel Champions, Darnelstian Spears, Ithela Men at Arms, lots of Halberdiers, lots of Marksmen, Belfast Marines, and then the Great Arathirum. Some of the best knights we've got in the Reforged, really. Certainly the most expensive and the smallest in number. Not as small as they used to be. Goodness sake, when they first came into the game, they were an absolutely tiny unit. Now let's just take a zoom back here. Goodness. See if we can make out some of the Leon's army. Yeah, of course there are crossbows there. Shield bearers and such. Very cool. So, okay, good. Jefferson has actually blown on this side. I do think it's a good idea. Don't, because it means you'd have to cross that river after, and that gives the defenders this great chance to shoot you if they want to. I think we've probably got a bit of a grace period here. Mark is just standing by. We've got some Snaga we're seeing there, and the Lord's hunting pack. Interesting. Sometimes you might force the attackers to be a little bit further back, but I think the boys are probably going to be going for a defense of, say, here. I wonder what they're going to go for. Because if they defend here, they need to defend here, here. They need to be watching the back too. I don't know. I like this. I like this combo for defenders for sure. It's some good factions. I think they've gone for. Only issue I'm feeling is maybe a lack of AP. I'm running that through my brain a bit. Yeah, we don't have that much AP in the defense. And we've got Isengard attacking, and we've got Khazad attacking. Rhun's got a fair bit of armor as well, as does Umbar. So, I don't know. Although we've got a lot of damage that we can put out from our archers, and we've just got some generally good units. I guess we've got a heap of halberdiers, don't we? We do have a heap of halberdiers, both the Barding Herd and the Atheland halberds. Maybe I'm mistaken. Not really leaned too much into our pikes, though. More just going for halberds. So maybe that's something that the boys with their Uruk pikes and the Umbar pikes can carry through a bit. Could be a shout. Don't know. As check the description, there should be 2 timestamps. So if you just want to jump straight to the action. Oh, sorry, yeah, Team Darkstar as well as Mirkwood. I don't think I said that. Yeah, Jefferson started pulling back. I think it's a bit, yeah, in a Grace, I wouldn't want people moving. Yeah, there you go. Good. I think for Grace, in my mind, I feel you've got this area, and in all honesty, like, I would probably not want anybody moving past here. Yeah, just because it gives the defenders a bit of freedom as to what they want to do. If they want to defend this area, they can, but they've not pushed for that today. Which, yeah, in a 3v4. I would kind of expect the defenders to be a little bit more, like, defending a bit more off the map than you would in a 3v5. So, arguably, the attackers are sort of putting themselves at a bit of a disadvantage by taking so much ground here with Mark. Because, you know, you're just making them concentrate their forces and punish you a bit more, as I say, in this concentrated manner. I'll see, though. It might come back to bite them a bit. Usually I like to, you know, spread my defenders out as much as possible. You know, if they want to spread and control the whole city, I'll let them, because it means I can sort of take them piece by piece then. Whereas, you know, if you claim too much in the deployment or in the early stages of the battle, sometimes, you know, the defenders will happily just sit back and wait for you. Over here we've got Khazad sort of, yeah, just, no, he's just organizing his boys. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be a bit worried. Maybe the Sindar will run out. Maybe there's some Dalian cavalrymen hiding in these forests that'll just charge him down. Interestingly, I mean, some people just naturally put down stakes. Yeah, I mean, maybe Thanatos would have had some cavalry and maybe he would have just run into this position. And, yeah, you don't know, but I just don't know what the purpose of that. But yeah, at the same time, it's free. You don't, you know, you're at no... Oh. Are we opening up? I think this is just accidental. No, I think we're underway. I think we might be underway. So, yep, okay, cool, we'll go. Raiders popped up there. I wouldn't really want to be spending my ammunition on the Raiders, but at the same time, these Lake 10 infantrymen kind of, you know, we're going to be pretty liberal with their ammo, I suspect. So... Oh, speaking of that. Axemen. Oh, I like this. Okay. This is all just raiders, right? Okay. No, we decided against it. Oh, damn. Okay. To be honest with you, probably a good idea to fall back there. I do love, like, an ambush defense. It's so fun, but it doesn't usually work out. Lake 10 infantry holding fire now. I think Mark could be happy enough with that. Like, he's lost a handful of raiders and he's just sort of snaked out a bit of ammunition, so fair. And he's also revealed a hidden unit there, is hopefully going to go off and hide again. But yeah, these woodland axemen, they would have had a really nice exchange with the raiders. They would have really gutted them, but Isengard has just got so much there that if you stayed too long, you would have been ravaged. The archers seem to be attracting the fire from the Lake Town infantry. Again, it's fair enough. Like, you've got to use that ammunition. It's always a tough situation just because, like, it's so difficult to stop the attackers from using that ammunition. Even if you wipe out half the unit, like, they're probably going to be able to use up full quivers anyway. So, if you really want to, he's sort of mixed. Oh wow. Interesting. Some of his guys are actually still firing. I really wouldn't have thought he would be able to get those shots off. Lake Town infantrymen, though, see, they've got some armor, not much, but they've got some, and they've got a shield value too. So they're a great little skirmisher, as most of Dale's roster really is. Dale is an amazing skirmish faction. You just want to make sure that they're not getting through to the Hiri Pang. I would really be like, you know, if I was Bacon Soup, I'd really be advising Darkstar, you know, hey, you know, don't get too close to me. Oh, gamers. There's no spears here. Okay. He's spotted. Mark is not happy with that. Yeah, he's too far away. But I like it. I like it. Definitely some good aggression from Diego. And you almost want him to keep charging right now and see if you can get a snag a volley. No, he's getting piked maybe now. He's still on him. I guess why not? Like, you can easily just turn around and run back. Just make sure that he runs, and maybe you can maybe tease him to move those pikes forward and shoot the pikes. No, I'm overthinking this, I think. But no, okay, go. No defense set up here, so they're willing to let them come on forward. Usually, what you want to do is sort of defend here, so you're blasting them from the side, but. Okay. No, Leon is falling back there. We did actually... Oh, wow, we really unloaded on those poor Corsair infantrymen. Again, I'm sure Umbar's not upset about that, but wow, at the same time, we lost a lot of Corsair infantrymen there. And they're not armor upgraded, so they will die real fast, especially if they were tightly packed together. Doesn't look like... Yeah, I mean, well, I guess... Maybe their bodies aren't showing up on the bridge, but yeah. That was almost 100 guys that they lost. So, dearie me. Okay, Jefferson waiting. So Jefferson's on his own over here, so he is going to have to be a bit careful. He can be reinforced, and yeah, Leon has sent something. You've just got to be very careful if you're in Umbar's position. If you grab these blackguards and gave them an order to come and position themselves here, they won't cross the bridge. They'll walk all the way around. AI, well, your troops are always going to favor a normal land route. They're not going to cross bridges unless you make them cross a bridge. So yeah, it's something you've got to be a bit cautious for. And I've been screwed up on Mistrand before as well. I had a unit of my little archers sort of tried to make them cross a bridge. They walked all the way around, just ended up getting in melee. Good boys. They did their best. They did alright, I guess. Dalian Royal Guard still standing by. Interesting to bring, like, I feel if you bring the Royal Guard and you don't put your general in with them, it's a bit strange. But I guess, I mean, they're good. Yeah, they're a good unit to have anyway. He's probably put him in with the black shots so that he gets AP with his sword. Anyway, or maybe the paladins so that he gets AP with his sword. I don't actually know if the black shots might not be AP with their melee. I think they're just AP at range. That is where he's put him, though. He has put him with the black shots. Maybe he just feels he's going to be a bit, you know, safer with them. Like the armor of the Dalian Royal Guard, you feel a bit more happy having them near the front line. They've got a bit of a morale buffer, maybe. And so he wants to have them kind of involved in the front line, whereas the black shots he'll be keeping back, keeping a bit safer. So that's why he's put his general in with them. Thanatos has the dwarves moving on forward now. I would usually, I would usually expect to see the orcs, especially sort of heavily armored Urukai, or just a very numerous orc, leading the charge first, but it's nice to see that the dwarves are showing their willingness to take a beating here. I've said it before a lot, like I do love the concept of like evil dwarves. So yeah, this is very interesting to me. course, these are probably not the Dwarves of Khazad, but they're some sort of evil dwarven faction that is siding with these orcs and eastern men today. Uruk archers moving around. What is going on outside? It's me. Strange noises. Anyway, archers advancing now. I mean, very numerous. Just well, down to 98 now. Actually, not very numerous at all. But more than happy to be shot, I am sure. Staring them down for now. And Flagrim advancing as well. Yeah, Jefferson, as I say, he's got to be careful. What's this over here? Somebody left outside. Eastern Warriors. Yeah, you see, this I think is... Why is he... Must be an accident. I don't know what's going on with these Eastern Warriors, I'm afraid. We'll have to follow that up later. Yeah, unsure. Maybe just wanting to keep them safe from these archers up here. This is always the issue with positioning your boys in this area. And diff. Yeah, good stuff. Left side, their shields would come into play, but I do always think the Gamprim are a worthy target anyway. Their shield value is only 3. And they're just really quite effective on that front line. So, yeah, batter them down. Absolutely. Especially, you know, with having Dale and Mirkwood on the defense, we do have a lot of arrows. So if we can really just... We can be pretty liberal with our choices of target today. And especially whittling down anything that is going to be so important on the front line, like those Belagar footmen. Not Belagar footmen. Belagar footmen are quite important on the front line, like those Gamprim, I mean. It's not a bad shout. Oh, we've got raiders going toe-to-toe with these axemen. These axemen have come forward. Down to 61 though. Oh, they're taking shots. Ouch. Yeah, okay, that's a nice little thing for the attackers here. But still, the axemen should quite comfortably win that exchange. But basically trading a unit of axemen for a unit of raiders, and that's not, you know, that's not what you want to do in a field battle. It's definitely not what you want to do in a siege. So, bit of a shame, but soaking up ammunition anyway. So, just not really wanting to stand by, and I appreciate it. It makes it a bit more interesting, without a doubt. Let's maybe get, think about a thumbnail perhaps. Oh, that's quite nice, doesn't it? Temple in the background. Got the axemen battling out. I don't actually tend to take the woodland axemen all that much when I play as Mirkwood. I'm very Hiri Ek and so on. Hiri Lang and Hiri Peng and all the what's the swordsman called again? Shoot. But yeah, very much Hiri. Of course, I don't tend to do much in the way of armor upgrades for Mirkwood, but still, I tend to go for the mainline units. I like my guys to have shields. What can I say? Ah, we have the Golden Boys advancing. And they're doing not too badly. It seems. But yeah, we can be shooting them in the back. Especially, I'd love to get some fire ammunition on their backs. Get a bit of a break here. Get the Arathurum over. And then maybe we can cause a break and the Arathurum can just run some stuff down. Because Jefferson's not got much. Oh, he's got some crossbows there. Yeah, definitely don't bring the Arathurum over. But if we could get a break... Oh, I'd love to get fire ammunition. Oh, come on, shoot them. Shoot them, my dude. No. What are we waiting for? This is a lovely target, I feel. Right into the back of a Gamprim, Flagrim, Clansman battle line. I don't know why we wouldn't shoot that. You know, we got the crossbows there. Yeah, okay, we're shooting now. I think he was just focusing on other parts of the battlefield, wasn't it? He didn't want to, he was just doing something else at the time. Yeah, but if we could just rip this apart, as I said, I'd love to get fire ammunition. But Alien Bowmen don't have that. To see if we could just get a break and scare these boys away. The crossbows are there. This is why you kind of want to get a bow unit here as well as a bow unit there, so you can shred anything that's kind of further back in the lines. Arathurum pulling away. A little bit of firepower sort of chasing them off. Looks like those axemen have been battered back. As the dwarves and wild men and, you know, the evil men, I suppose, just stomp over the bodies to make their way up the slope now. And I guess this is why you don't want to be having something there, because then they'll get round. if you're defending that area, you really need to be holding this section as well. What's this red routing unit node? Ah, the axemen. The axemen bolting off. I don't know how many of them are actually making off the field. I'm not spotting any. Sometimes this is not perfectly positioned. Ah, there they are. Good. 10 of them. Getting off the field, they will not be coming back from routing. For sure. For sure. And just standing their ground here, raiders. Yeah, just waiting, just waiting. I think this is really where the main clash is happening right now, and it's going to be pretty nasty for poor old Jefferson. Eastern warriors engaging now, and that would be quite a nice... If they were to just like sit and fight the Woodland Realm Axemen, they would feel okay about that fight, but they're getting shot at. It's not going to be a nice fight for them for sure. How's this going? 9 for 4, but that's okay right now. That's to be expected. How are these... What are the crossbows? Are the crossbows going for the archers? I don't disagree with that. I would probably do that as an attacker. No, they're not, surely. I think they're going for the main line. Yeah, oh, whoa, whoa. I would shoot the archers. I would shoot the Wanderers and Emmerdale with my crossbows right now, for sure. I think I can see the argument against it, but at the same time, like, the defenders are relying on using these men in melee after. So I feel like if you could just... All you're trying to do as an attacker is get kills with your ranged units. You know, it doesn't sometimes... Oh, wow, Earthful Champions, goodness sake. Sometimes it doesn't matter too much what you're actually shooting if you're just sort of ravaging the enemy units overall. But those Powerful Champions are going to be very lucky if they don't get a volley against them. And that's going to hurt. I'm surprised to see Diego push them forward right now, to be honest. They must still be in range. Spearman trying to arrive to soak up that damage. Oh, Champions, you were very lucky there. Very, very lucky indeed. And that's that line swallowed up now, so pretty good. And Team Darkstar showing his aggression, which I like. Yeah, get the Arthurian. Yeah, get these guys locked up, and the Sound Rim are gonna swallow you, but oh, whoa, Jefferson, you were lucky there. And he's gonna pull out. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's damn, I really thought they were gonna kill a lot more crossbowmen than that. I'm surprised at how few of them they actually got. Okay, great. Reorganize, resettle. But you got to watch your back now. And I don't think that they're going to be able to reform that line. I don't think they should. Ooh, I don't think they should, because, yeah, they're getting slammed now from here. It's so early. We've only lost 7% of our forces. We can't fall back just yet, surely. The two-handed... Well, when I say two-handed swordsman, I mean sort of two-weapon wielding. Two individual one-handed weapon wielding troops there will do not too bad up against the Belagar footmen. Right now it does say victory is certain, but that will change as those axemen really get a bit settled. Raiders engaging now, but again they should die quite quick there. Do we have some shooters? We could get some shooters up here and blast them in the right side. We need to do that. Or prepare for it. Not starting it already. I guess this is, of course, this is why the Arathium can sprint on down so fast. Lake Town Infantry struggling up against the Warriors of Khazad. It's good to see them coming in alongside the Dunlending clansmen, not just leaving these sort of fodder spear and shield guys to fight alone. You're actually getting in your real guys that can mess boys up. And yeah, it's a struggle for them to be messed up. Okay, apart from that, it looks like the defenders will be letting them come on forward there and ripping them apart in this area then after. Nice, nice. Just let the last of the Lake Town boys hold their line first. Course infantry coming around now. We can't just let this force get flanked. Lots coming forward into trying to go for the... Yeah, they are trying to go for the Perthol Champions. So a lot of the fires going with the Spears of Emendweir, it seems. Right. Yep, and shooting them quite nicely in the back there. Very, very well done there, Leon. What's this guy up to? One of these Corsair Raiders. I don't know how he got all the way around there, but fair enough. Go for it. Ooh, damn. I would have really expected him to maybe rack up a... There we go. Good man. Yeah, I was pretty sure he would be able to rack up a kill, but he's probably going to go down now. He's taking a friendly fire there. Goodness. Very, very shameful. Very shameful. Oh no, okay, cool. Not going too bad. I'd say it's not going too bad for either side right now. I think everything's making some sense, but I think that this little position, like, we sort of made a choice to come out here and defend this area, and then we just left this. I think when you want to go for a defense, you've either got to, you know, really go for it and really dedicate some resources to holding it. Now, I'm not saying they didn't need to send anybody, but the fact that they didn't spend any ammunition, making this sacrifice worthwhile, that's the thing that kind of surprised me. So the Perithal champions are there now to back them up. Firepower coming on in. Oh, no, what's going on here? Oh, did that work? That worked! Holy smokes! Okay, very risky, but I guess the clansmen were so badly beaten that they got rinsed. Wow, and now he can come into the warriors because we don't have any spears. Beautiful! Beautiful stuff there, Diego. Oh, this is going to sting. Where's the nearest spear unit? Shield guard. Run, little dwarves. Get up there. Thanatos is either going to just have to tank this for a minute or sacrifice this ground. Good stuff. He's going to get this charge. I think that's going to be it, right? So 70. After that charge, they're down to 50, 40. Goodness sake, 41. These aren't plebs that are dying. These are not plebs. These are proper hardened, you know, they're not high-tier dwarves, but they're dwarves. So losing them like this is going to hurt. And he's getting another charge in. 40. That's not going to be as devastating. And he needs to run away from the spears. Down to 31. And because of how heavily armored the Arathirim are, these guys don't have any sort of anti-cavalry bonus. They've come out of that okay. That was nice. That was really nice there. For sure, making some sacrifices worth it. Peng standing by. Peng here opening up. Crossbows, yep, fair enough. Especially with that sort of elven accuracy, you want to drop those guys. These crossbows actually getting around for some rear shots into these Port Arnassians. And the Woodland Realm Axemen breaking as well. Yeah, I think that it was nice that I approved of it. I didn't really approve of it, but yeah, I just think we could have put a lot more firepower into it to make it more worthwhile. Perithal champions though, grinding through these Belagar footmen. And say the defenders they've still got a lot of manpower, so they do want to defend these outer areas. As I say, usually we would be a bit more aggressive with our defense. But just because of how far forward, and during the Grace, how far forward everybody kind of moved as the attackers, the defenders didn't really have the ground. Well, they didn't really have the chance to take the ground. Perithal champions, yeah, doing their best there, but they shouldn't be lasting too much longer. Goodness, maybe they will. Warriors of Khazad showing up again. Yet, Shield Guard engaging now, but Barding Marksmen there to hold them in place. River Patrol got a volley into them. Now they might get another volley. They did. This one at least was taken to the shield. But yeah, River Patrol running back. Breaking. Okay. These guys should return. Yeah, they will. They'll return. I thought a few more of them would get grabbed. But again, that's... The pikes are all the way back there. No, it'd be too risky to run the Arathirim over there and get them in the back. No, too risky. But their morale might shatter, because they're by themselves here. They've just had a friendly unit right away, and they're immediately coming into some units that are actually dealing good damage to them. So maybe, you know, Khazad is not a faction that usually gets broken by their morale. Okay, these Shield Guard are there. I kind of expect them to run away for a little bit longer before returning to the fight. So that would have tired them out a little bit more. So they've not really suffered too much from that. But yeah, Thanatos is going to want to get them right back in there. Which they are arriving shortly. Barding Marksmen, guarding some Dalian bows. This is great stuff for the defenders, well, sorry, for the attackers to be seeing. Oh goodness me, some of these Hiri Peng actually out of ammunition as well. These guys out of ammo. Okay, maybe we've been firing maybe, you know, I think we've been shooting a lot more than I've really been thinking. Crossbows there. Of course, our infantry trying to just use their ammunition. They don't have much, but because they're so badly bloodied at this point, it's going to take them a while to get their ammo used up. Yeah, orc hunters there. Seems to be a little bit skirmish phase now. Untitled Champion's almost broken. Give marksmen, I think they might still have ammo, surely, at this stage. But they've just been sent on in there just try and get us around. That's a break. That's a break. So no, they did good. They did good. That went better there than I imagined it would. So I think the attackers are probably just going to go a bit slower now for a little while and use up their ammunition. Dwarven miners arriving. Lovely to shoot at, not with the Dragon Slayers, but if you had something like the Lake Town Infantry blasting them, or Bardic Marksmen, I would probably take that shot too. Just because they're so lightly armoured, they are this AP shock. They're dwarves at the end of the day, so they're not bad. And yeah, I'd shoot. I'd shoot. Oh, we do have Lake Town Pikes. I don't really think we did. Lake Town Pikes, yeah, they'll happily keep the dwarven miners at bay. The Barding, the Barding Herd are a little bit overkill with that AP. Just cracking through the real lack of armor the poor miners have, but the pikes there will keep them back and rattle through them no time at all. Infantry doing not too bad, but they're just up against, there's no sort of phalanx here keeping them in place. Only just the Hiri Peng and the marksmen. But alongside these dwarves that have returned from routing, it's going to be tough. Well, yeah, it's going to be tough for the defenders to keep that back. Marksmen standing by 2. Yeah, no, nothing. Orc hunters spread out like that. I wouldn't go for that shot. No, I think maybe we have been a bit too liberal with our ammunition. And we've got to go a bit canny. No, ooh, what happened down here? No, nothing. Yeah, you'd be tempted to shoot those 55 crossbows. Because a bit more damage could start to really shake them, and if you just catch them in melee, you might get them running. Let's zoom the map out a little bit. Make sure we're not missing anything. So there's some just routing, defending forces getting off the field there. Nazhai from Mark arriving. Ooh, if the Nazhai show their faces around here, the Dragon Slayers will go straight for them. They've just been waiting for something. You'd love to maybe get a unit of archers here and try and shoot the Dragon Slayers, if you could. Miners there already down to 68. What are we at now? 32 for 18. Because we're seeing how much ammunition the defenders have actually used, it's not a bad position for the attackers to be in. I would still be a bit nervous as an attacker right now. I would definitely feel like, oh wow, Captain. Goodness sake. Captain Leary Peng really just, the rust, he's still going. He's still going. Oh, did he go down? Oh, it's a shame. I like this guy. Oh no. Oh, that was him going down there. Get up! Get up! No, he's gone. He's gone. I was hoping he would do some good work, but those were Urukai infantry. Oh, there's some routing warriors. Not many of them though. But yeah, so I would be pretty scared as an attacker right now. I think that the defense so far has been holding up nicely. Like it. Mistrand can be a bit of a nuisance for using your ammunition as an attacker, but it's not there's much cover for the defenders, but they're always just in such a superior position to you. I think 5v3 on Mistrand is so well. Yeah, I guess it's a 4. Yeah, this would be more difficult. It's like 4v3 on Mistrand is really tricky for the attackers, so they've got to be careful. Just because of how much damage the defending forces can do with their ammunition. Speaking of doing damage with your ammunition, Wanderers opening up with their body-piercing projectiles. All 3 defending factions have access to Rangers today, so we will probably be seeing at least 3. Carving through the flagram there, I don't... like, it was alright, like, it's definitely fair enough to take the shot, but I don't think it was doing as much damage as we were hoping. That's why Diego pulled back. Hirioth, that's what I was thinking of. Turn these guys around. Their shields aren't up right now. Like, I'd be loving the chance to shoot these guys in the back, because that shield is so powerful for Mirkwood. Mirkwood, kind of like in the same vein as Rude Hour, really gets their defensive like Defense from range, not from their armor, but from their shields. So, you know, you gotta be aware of it. Right. Bacon. Bacon, we gotta talk about this. Yeah, hopefully they didn't have much ammo, or they're gonna be pulled back. Yeah, we've been engaged by the flag rim. The Hurioth have arrived now, but this is a little bit worrying. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I don't know quite what the plan is. Things have been going really well. They've been really well organized for the defenders, but that's definitely a point of concern. We've got a big sort of push there on that right side, which there's been no pushing unit. The Shield Guard, the 4th Legion Shield Guard, I think, were perhaps the reason for buckling that line. But more pikes and Barding Herd. Bacon using them in tandem there. Goodness me. Okay. Yeah, devoting both of those units there is going to be messy. Berserkers arriving. I would have, if I did have access to a shot, which I think you still do, I'd probably shoot the Berserkers from them. Oh, boys. Don't know about that. Did they find their mark? No, I don't think that was a great shout. Just get him on back. But yeah, okay, no, this is gone from very good to really quite dicey right now, and I think Mark and Thanatos' aggression has come through quite well. But, and we've got more boys coming in. I was going to say that we sent in those reinforcements and it started to get pretty shaky, but no, we got more coming in. The miners coming back from routing, standing by there. Still fresh, so I'd maybe send them on in before I sent anything else forward, or alongside anything that I send forward. More warriors of Khazad arriving as well. Nashai still just standing by. But yeah, the Berserkers are not going to budge. And I know the Dragon Slayer's, you know, it's an AP arrow. You want to use it up against a heavily armored unit. But it's just the amount of damage that the Berserkers can do in melee. I would be wanting to blast them down with everything I've got. But maybe they just feel we've got enough arrows coming into them. Like, they are dropping quite quick. There's only 50 of them left now. Guildsmen coming around. You'd maybe... There's nothing more there. You'd maybe want to get the Guildsmen over here. Yeah, because they're trying to hold this section so that the attackers don't really get a shot on them. But there's nothing to really stand by and watch to make sure that they don't come around the side. And there's nothing ready to shoot them. Dealing bows? Yeah, I guess they could move on forward and get some shots in. There's a lot still standing by, but I would want it to be a bit closer. Yeah, over here, we've got the Corsair Infantry. Now they're coming in for a melee flank in the back, but that's something that we shouldn't have allowed to happen. Yeah, and they're getting, like, absolutely ravaged, but had that been a better unit... And now, yeah, we've got the Guildsman. Just get the Guildsman over here. He's got to pull something out of that line if he wants to deal with you. Marksman coming too. Boys, once again, I think like something that was going very, very well, it's just going to get turned around because we're just not giving the... we're not dedicating the resources to our defences. Which it makes it, I've got to say, like, it makes it a lot more interesting to watch. It makes it a lot more interesting to play when you have multiple defensive lines. But... I do think that the better strategy is usually to go all out for, say, 2 defensive lines. You know, sometimes 1. Sometimes that's what I'll do. I'll just find a nice defense position, and that's what will take all of my army. Whereas what we're trying to do here, I think, is spread ourselves very thin and have multiple defensive lines, and it's starting to... We're still 11. We're still 11% ahead, which is quite alright. Quite alright for both sides, really. Not the end of the world. Right, we're seeing those black arrows. That's the... Okay, it's not the Dragon Slayers. Maybe the Royal Guard. Rattling on some shots. I don't know what they could have been going for. Huh? Firing at something. Miners there waiting. Some routing Warrior of Khazad as well. They might be gone. There was only 11 of them. I think that they're going to be bolting off the field. It's a rout over here. Yeah, some archers. Out of ammunition, no doubt. Routing off. Ah, the Aratherum. Okay. Yeah, super. Okay. So we have got a surround going on there. But if the Aratherum can come in and out a few times, it could be disastrous for Umbar. Yeah, coming on down. Yep, he's given that up. He does not want to receive a charge there, even if he does have a bit of a surround going. It's not worth it. He's gonna try and bolt. Picking away at them. That was even without grabbing the main bulk of the unit. Just freeing up his troops there. Okay, okay. This is I like it. I like it. It's not the way I would play, but it's very exciting, and I'm definitely fond of it for sure. So these guys will probably perish there. With the crossbows around, I don't think we want to expose the Aratherum. There's a lot more that we still want to do with those guys, it looks like. Keep them nice and fresh, for sure. Infantry there, getting rattled. Still more warriors of Khazad battering down. I do enjoy when people go for sort of a much more numerous Khazad army, you know, the warriors, the sentries, instead of going for the super elite Khazad forces that we usually see. You know, sticking to the Legion units, sticking to the Umbar, you know, bodyguard forces, that you can bring a lot of bodyguards with the Dwarves, of course. But Thanatos has gone for much more of just main line, which I like. I like that a lot, it's fun. Pikes arriving now too. See, I wouldn't do this myself, but like if he started opening up with his dragon slayers onto the pikes, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, a lot of people would take that shot. It looks like he's trusting the Royal Guard, kind of rattling stuff like that. Because once the Royal Guard runs out of ammunition, you know, they don't have the general in there. They can get stuck in. They can get stuck in a melee, and that would be tough to budge. For sure. Yeah, more the proud men of Laketown really doing their best there, alongside the superior guarding herd. These unfortunate warriors of Khazad getting double teamed there by elves. Oh, yeah, that's a rout. 26. I don't know. They might be goners, but I think they'll come back. You know, I trust that they'll come back. Wouldn't bet money on it, but I trust that they'll come back. Marksmen there arriving. It looks like a few marksmen have died over here just to enemy fire. It's always a tough choice of like, you know, you keep them tightly packed together so that you can get them used a lot more effectively, or do you spread them out so that they can, you know, avoid fire? But I think for this sort of situation, although I usually would recommend spreading your boys out whenever possible, I think you've got to keep them tightly packed today. That was a cancelled shot. No, it wasn't. That was actually coming in very... Ooh! Ah, funny, he's got his sound arm turned around. And we've got some celebrating. Wait, that's cheering. Not cheering, that's chanting. No, maybe I'm mistaken there. There's the only unit that can chant. Oh, no. The Guildsman. Got the Guildsman can chant. Yeah, I was hearing chanting. Bit scary, you know. Your boys out there just got killed, and now the enemies sort of just chanting above their bodies. Athala Rangers firing on into the blobs. Rattling through some of them, taking javelin fire for their troubles though. Is it javelins? Yeah, Corsair Blackguards going for them. But again, okay, that's Corsair Blackguards out of ammunition. And ooh, a lot of kills, but worth it, I feel. I think if I was Bacon Soup, I'd be happy enough with that. I think you can still get some good damage done quite quickly with 50 Rangers. You're still going to use up all that ammunition, and you've just soaked up a good portion of Blackguard ammo. So, no, happy enough with that. Decent moves. Ooh, Barding Herd. 11. Okay, it's only 11. Do we have those guys coming back? Am I going to be proved wrong? I think I am. Oh, 27 warriors too. Goodness sake. Zoom. Sorry, I just want to... Oh, no, they're gone. If they've not come back by now, they're not coming back. That's interesting. And 27 warriors. If I thought that those 21 infantry were going to come back, I would have definitely said these 27 warriors will, but I don't think so. Maybe I'm definitely overestimating them returning. So that's some good little wins. The kills percentage doesn't take into account rounding units. So this little 11% advantage that the defenders have is possibly a little bit more than that right now. So it puts the attackers into a very... And I like this again, aggression, just trying to get those routes. trying to get these attackers chased off, getting amongst their ranged units. Tribesmen there used up their ammo. Archers progressively still just using up ammo. Snag of skirms, saving their ammunition for the real cream of the crop, of course. You know, you gotta save those snagga for the best of the best. It's what they're good at. Look, Scion Rim waiting. Okay, Diego's standing by. How much ammo do we still have here? Marksman, okay. We've still got the 2 units of Belfast Marines. I don't think either of them have been used. The Knights of Silver Swan. I'm interested that because the Knights have that morale buffer. Also, like, when I take the Knights, I tend to use them quite liberally. You know, I save my Haven Guard, but I use the Knights. So it's interesting that Diego has saved all of them. It's going to be scary to get through at the end of this. Just that's a lot of 2 hit point units. A lot of pretty skilled units. Even though the Knights of Silver Swan may not be able to go toe-to-toe with other elites, they can cut through, you know, the mid-tier forces, which might be arrayed against them. Ah, Belfast Marines arriving now. Getting those javelins into the pikes. You couldn't ask for a better target than that, certainly. Renegades there. Oh, nice for the Dwarves. Battle-Trolled Tribesmen maybe a little bit overkill those maces. Well, this guy easily obviously just got stuck in that guy's shoulder. Poor dude. And that's another break. Oi, oi, oi. They'll return. Yeah, over 50 guys, they've got to. And they're not... Those 25, though, they ain't coming back. Goodness me. It's kind of scary. Very scary. And they've taken some shots. Like, I would have given them a volley, yeah. If I saw those 50 pikes, I would have given them another volley. Just to be like, yep, no, and stay out type deal. Make sure that if they do turn around, because I would believe that they're going to, that they come back with far fewer troops. What are they? Yeah, 43. Yeah, they did come back even after that. So it was right to give them another quick volley. Shield guard they're routing. Dearie me, what is going on today with the attackers? Javi's coming with the blackguards. Fair enough. If you don't have much ammo left, you might as well just try and make sure you use it so that you can be fully freed up to be an infantry fighter. They're still taking shots though, so if I was Diego, I'd maybe just try and spread them out and let them tank it. A spread out unit of used up javelins with shields, they should do okay at taking fire. Ooh, Belfast Marines here again, quite active. Falling back behind the lines though, after suffering a few casualties. Narim rattling their arrows over. Dearie me. Yeah, so I'd start to be very nervous as an attacker now. We still have our elites. The enemy's been using up a lot of firepower against us, so our elites could arguably still win this for us. But that's what I think we're relying on here. We're relying on those just super units. Shield guard there advancing now. Not going to get kills very quickly, but an exceptional spearman. Keeping their ancestors' spirits alive there. The hammers of Gundabad cracking on through too. And right now the front line's definitely going in favour of the attackers. Oh, saying that though, the right side has not really been getting fought. But I like that, focusing on where you're strong. Just kind of fire at the guys that are going to be able to kill you, and hopefully kill the guys that you're actually able to. So that's not too bad. And once that busts open, Lake Town Infantry with their bows, goodness me. If they come running over here and they just get 112, well, maybe 112 minus 3, yeah, just arrows coming straight into their face, that will be a bit frightening. Even for a nicely armoured unit. Marksman there out of ammo, coming on with the fray again. Ooh. Yeah, now this section, and there's Royal Guard in there too. 44 Royal Guards, so still pretty high up in numbers. Looks like they're trying to concentrate and push through the Royal Guard. Oi. That's not fun. The Royal Guard will slice them up without too much of a problem. Pikes there. Hammers of Gundabad trying their best. And another nasty break. That's the lines falter. Over here. Oh. Narim have found a good shot. Yeah, into the Aratherum, why not? But the Rangers too. That was actually a dead Aratherum. These boys are incredibly valuable. So yeah, and the fact that they went down by narrow fire makes me think that we are running pretty low on hit points for these boys. So a bit scary. A bit scary, without doubt. Oh, they found a mark. Oi, oi, oi. Into the 3rd Legion. They were 35 down to 27. And I suspect we probably killed a hammer or two as well. So not bad at all. Now getting on out. I think that, yeah, these Arathiran from Diego have been working wonders. Really nice choice. Let's say super expensive, but they've done good. They've done really good. There's still some shield guard in there. Well, the shield guard are just so spread out. There is this guy who, if he got a few quick stabs, he could probably bring down that Arathiran. Hammer is trying their best too. But yeah, just continuing to clash in. Usually when you've got a situation like this, a defender they'll make use of it a little bit. They'll come in for maybe a charge or two, and then they'll come back out and they'll focus on another part of the battlefield. But Diego's really putting his effort here now. Which, yeah, wearing down the Arathiran, but also it's taking his attention. Because every time he does this isn't like something that's done automatically. You know, he's grabbing these guys, send them over there. He can maybe run over to this part of the battlefield, order the boys around. Then he's got to grab the Arathiran again, order them in, pull them out. It's going to take his attention away. It's going to be taking his attention away really badly. Yeah, this is beautiful now, though. So, the Sons of the Fallen. Okay, that will change the game. Lurk's Hunting Pack look like they're maybe trying to batter them, but... What happened there, boys? Oh, no. Something interrupted that charge. Something goofed it. Yeah, the Suns are here now. Get out of there. You've done great with this little rattle, but that's it done. Lake Town Infantry. Yeah, these guys pulled around. Point blank fire coming in. Into the Hammerers, that would be doing not too bad, but still, you got to keep in mind this isn't a very high damage arrow. Oh, it was going. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the Lurk's Hunting Pack. Super. I'm more than happy to see them rattling shots in. Dragon Slayer's actually coming into the. You're seeing the high mass arrows really yeeting these Lurk's Hunting Pack around. Not a bad shout at all. Yeah, I mean 2 hit point fighters. You want to bring them down. So, and those guys have been saving their ammunition, been very careful with it. So, why not? Not big fan of that. But the Suns are in the fight now. Dismounted Knights of the Silver Swan engaging them. Sons of the Fallen do not suffer from that spear malice, so they will be quite happy in this fight. See, Dismounted Knights. Oh, that's not going to make them happy though. River Patrol have returned to slay more dwarves. Oh dear. Yep. Dismounted Knights of the Silver Swan will be holding their own there pretty comfortably against that now. And you're just still battering away. Dearie me. And nothing. Oh, no. We do have some movement here. Athelian Men at Arms coming on forward to engage these lines. Scion Rim and out of ammunition Narim. I really like the Narim as a model. I think it looks so cool. They'll do not too bad now. Yeah, they should have that fight. Crossbows have engaged now too. Belagar Archers waiting. Okay. And the guildsmen standing by in the back. Yeah, it's we're getting into that 10,000 frame mark. Fresh flag rim, that's what we want. Definitely for those Dol Amroth fighters. Camel's chosen too. Wait a second. Oh, and there's some Shadow Guard. A flag rim here stuck. So, oh, okay. I thought that was the flag rim forces just sort of stuck inside there, but no, it's the general amongst the Camel's chosen. Of course, there are crossbows. So it's tough for the attackers to use ammunition on Mistrand. Down to 38. Knights up against Alcrondas Legion and the Sons of the Fallen is maybe a bit too much for them. They no longer have their support. 12 crossbows. We need to shoot them. Dragon Slayers, please. This is our time. We need this. We absolutely need this. Oh dear. Like, I mean, anything. Oh! Yeah, right through that line. This could be a game changer. Jeez, a handful of dwarves are really ruining this. Come on, Dragon Slayers. They've spotted something. We need you to go for those crossbows. No, they're not. They're not. What are they going for? No, they're just shooting back through the lines. Still into the large hunting pack. No, 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 no. This is a much greater threat here. A rapid clicking just to try and warn them. Interesting that you're going for that. Oh, well, either way, this is quite scary now. Even without the Dragon Slayer's Dragon's Wrath crossbows. Certainly wouldn't want to be killing dragons. Even without them, it's starting to shatter now. Hirioth there. River Patrol. If we can get the Hirioth engaging them, then the River Patrol can pull back and get some javelins into the Axeguard. That would be very painful, but these River Patrol might be done, so Bacon Soup might be happy enough just engaging. More Axeguard there. What do we have around this corner? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oi, oi, oi. And 74 for 62. That's a bit... Okay, okay. Defenders have been suffering a bit more than I thought they were recently. Palace Guard, no armor upgrade today, but still very, very scary in a fight. Black Dragon Slayers out of ammo. Oi, oi, oi. I've been saying oi, oi, oi a lot. I'm going to try and stop myself a little. Wardens of ammo, like. Okay. Get them, boys, get them. Yeah, still standing by. Okay. Runic forces and some Umbar troops in this area, trying to come through, but a lot of their power is relying on these Corsair crossbows to see if they can get used, and it's just out of ammunition, archers and so on engaging too. Clashing against a sturdy Dol Amroth line, backed up by a few Dalians too. I mean a full unit of Barding Herd and River Patrol. Looks like they're maybe happy enough to... No, they're standing by. I think that's a good idea. I don't... Oh, God, they look pretty scary, don't they? Oh, yeah, it's a lot of jabs ready to come flying on it. Wait, 108? But do River Patrol have a standard bearer and a captain and so on? They maybe don't. Well, anyway, it's good. Means every single one of them's got a jav. Arthurium standing by too. Yeah, I think... I'd maybe pull the Arthurium out of this situation now. Just get them a little bit further away. Just so that they don't end up taking an arrow or two. Because they will be pretty bloodied now. And at the ending stages of the fight, those Arthurium could just delete elite units and so on. Oh, breaking. Interesting. Okay, I thought the Hirioth were actually chasing the Axeguard that had broken, but it was the other way around. Hammers are going to bad, charging forward. Even Orc Hunters are actually this deep. Oh dear. Looks like those River Troll did make it out. The sacrifice of the Hirioth made that happen. Perhaps they did break and they did rout, dearie me. Oh, I'm seeing quite a lot of them dead there. Maybe they did. They're in formation though. I think these guys were shot. I like to think that the River Troll made it. But who knows? Who knows right now? Not seeing them though. Oh dear. Maybe they died. Maybe they died. I'm interested. I'm wondering because we don't usually see them. We don't usually see the fighting happening all the way back like here, which it looks like that's going to happen today. Because we sort of didn't defend the outer areas, we've still got a lot of troops. The defenders even have a lot of troops at this point. We've got to be wary now. This position's fallen, so we're going to get backstabbed in a minute. Even though this fighting's going quite nicely here, and we would want to keep it up. We've got to be wary about the back lines. If you flag Rim actually engaging the River Patrol, certainly not great in a fight with those River Patrol. As much as I usually, I will usually give them a melee upgrade. I normally give my Jav throwers melee upgrades, with the exception of the likes of Snaga. Yeah, I usually will. Just I don't quite know why. Just tends to be if I've got a little bit of spare money, they're one of the first units that will get a melee upgrade. Usually it goes pikes, pikes and halberds. They get it first, then Jav throwers, and then my main line. Just depending on how much money I've got and what my strategy's focused around. If I know that they're all just going to die, then I won't. River Patrol. Good wee volley there into these unshielded Shadow Guard. Shifting their focus now, perhaps? Or pulling out swords? No, just shifting their oh no! Pulling out swords and charging. Interesting. You ain't gonna get a break from the Shadow Guard, though. They are locked morale. Totally loyal to the Dark Lord Kamul, or we shouldn't say Dark Lord, but the Dark, Dark Spectre? Dark Power Kamul? I don't know. Don't know what the best way to describe him would be. Dark Khazad? Maybe? I don't know. Either way. Ooh, 81 for 73 now. So the attackers are climbing. Attackers are certainly climbing. And if they could get some crossbow volleys, maybe. Nazhai could do with getting shot up. But the Haven Guards should be able to, you know, handle them. We still do have some good elites. Okay, we're shattering. Well, we're falling back. But this line is going to be picked apart. So it's just how much damage this line can do before it gets backstabbed. Shadow Guard are wanting to catch as many troops as they can. Wanderers and Emmerdale here. We're either going to run or we're going to shoot, guys. We can't just sit and do nothing. But again, Diego's got a lot of stuff to deal with. And if this wasn't planned, then there's going to be a lot of worry about where are we holding, what's happening. I mean, you've just got to hold this entire sort of stretch of ridgeline, and if the attackers still have ammunition, this is going to be hell. If they don't, then this could be very effective. What you could still do is, say, defend here and defend, you know, like here. You could try and defend like there and maybe shoot down from there or something. I don't know. I'm not a defender. I'm not a great defender. So, oh, we still do have the Elves of Mirkwood out here. Actually, can we get the Arathirum over here?
The enemy are badly bloody.
There's no spears. Yeah, there's no spears. No, well, like there's spears back here, but there's no spears like close. So, if we could get the Arathirum, deal with the Hammer Guard, that could be nice. But once again, Diego's one man. He's one man with one brain. Yeah, you know, like I'm constantly looking at things like, oh, maybe he could do this, he could do this, he could do this. But no, like, man can't see everything at once, and he can't control everything at once. Oh, he's got to get the Arathirum out though. Deary me. Yeah, okay, they're running. There's only 7 of them now though. And this line is shattered. I think we're 83 for 79 now though. And these crossbows, not going to be fun to deal with. Lake Town Infantry trying to keep these lines back. Oh no, routing from it. The Shadow Guard not letting them. As we fall back. Oh, yeah, see, this is like... It's going to be messy. It's going to be sort of a very weird defense for this last point. Hammers, yeah, dealing with the last of the Rangers. As long as those Rangers don't break, they could do okay here. Like, they're not going to win, but they could do okay. And it's going to depend, like, can the Arathirum get over here? You know, the spears are still quite far. Oh, the spears are coming now. And there's still crossbows that could open up on you. I thought that was sunrise. The dome there was a bit perplexing to me. No, I think we're just going to be letting this fall. Wardens of Amon Light pulling back. They've got their axes out, but they are incredible in melee. Good little AP unit. Camel's Chosen, can we get another charge in there? See, at this point, I would be very, very free with my Arathirum. Goodness sake. This remaining Shadow Guard are really kicking butt there. It's just the captain of the Shadow Guard. I'd love to get a charge on those Camel's Chosen with the Arathirum. Yeah, don't charge down, Team Darkstar. Oh, boys, if we're charging down, we need to all do it. Like, I don't think it's a bad idea because we don't have much ammunition. And the attackers are just going to shoot the hell out of us from here, but we can't just do this piece by piece. Like, if this is happening, we all need to dedicate to it. I would love for this to end with a charge down, but I just don't know if that's the... I think that's maybe the best idea, but, like, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen. It needs to happen now. And it needs to happen with everybody. Backstab with Camel's Chosen. We need those Camel's Chosen backstabbed. Because those Wardens, again, not locked morale. 49. Oh, okay. Those Arathium were very badly hurt. So 49. Oh, holy smokes. Either we just eradicated a lot of hit points, or something went wrong with that charge. Because they should have not survived that as well. They're going to get countercharged. I think if I was Diego, I'd maybe... Oh, I'd either put these guys away and hide them somewhere. Just in the back for like the very end of the fight, or I would just try and get them killed. You know, by that I mean try and just use the heck out of them right now, because he's gonna have to focus on micromanaging everything else now. Because this has turned into a battle, so it's no longer something where you can micro like 3 units for a while in a choke point. Like you've got to. This is getting hectic. Palace Guard, they've got to get shot. Like they're not gonna go down easy. Casimir's Rangers have just been eradicated by something. It looks like by a fellow Ranger unit. Yep, Valor Rangers open up to the Casimir's Rangers. And the Wanderers and Emmerdale working together just to rip through those body-piercing humans. Crossbows are there. More crossbows. I really think it's a better idea to charge down. Which they are doing. They have done that now, which is great to see.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, that's half of our force remains? I think we passed that point a while ago. Answer. Definitely. Wanderers and Wardens of Amel might make Wanderers and Emmerdale. Okay, this front line's actually shattering way faster than I thought it would. There's still 2 Aratherum. Right, Hammers in there. Where have we got generals? We could... Oh, God. We could try and do some general assassination. Oh, no. More firepower just ripping into these poor guys. Let's zoom on in. See what's what. Breaking shield bear, breaking marksman. Here we off there. Palace Guard getting around, but Palace Guard exposing themselves to fire. Where's the Naz High? We're an attack, or you know, we need to be. I think they must be in there. I think everything's in there, and it's either been shot to pieces or it's just battling it out where I'm not seeing it. Those Palace Guard are just jumping around and just pecking sections open, and the Haven Guard are there too. Like the only thing we've really got that can match them is the Naz High. That's the Runic General dead. Which that's for sure something that we do not want to have happen, because the Rhun is quite a large portion of our front line. We've got a break there. Surely these 53 guards will be breaking shortly as well. Pikes are still standing. Oh, the Naz High are there on the far left. Okay. Trying their best alongside the Sons of the Fallen, but the skilled Hiriek and Hiriek and Hirioth. No Hirioth, just Hiriek. Whoa, that was a bit of a rip there. Just crossbows rattling on down. Now this could still, so the front line is going to shower. This could still go badly for the defenders. Oh, okay. It could still go bad. They were part of my explanation. It could still go badly for the defenders if they handle it poorly as they charge down. These crossbows could still rinse them and get a monster kill count in a very short amount of time. Hiriek there. Okay. What we got? Royal Guard engaging now. Guards of Khazad. Okay, they ain't going to go down easy either. The hammers are still active. Dismount is somebody's got to do it, I guess, but oh dear. And yeah, it's very noble. These are the best guys to try and hold the line, but they're not going to be able to win that. Blackguard getting around, still got their javelins to spend, it looks like. Oh, I didn't actually see how deep. I was thinking that all these guys back here were defending forces. No, this is the Dwarven push. Zarksar's being engaged there. Wanderers in the back, Rangers in the back. Oh, goodness sake. Okay. This changes the game. There's still 31 Naz High, so nobody's really killing the Naz High. And Casimir's Rangers are still active. Well, not many, but you know, they're still trying. Pikes closing in around the Naz High, alongside the Dragon Slayers. We might end up with the General of Dale slain at some point here at the hand of the Naz High. Certainly a worthy foe to take you out, but would not be good. Ripping them apart. Still 52 guards of Khazad. Orc Hunters folding around the flank. Okay. This is where most of the defending power still is. Still Palace Guard. Like the Palace Guard are the only unit that can really be rinsing the they're just annoying with Corsairs, which I don't think is they've got two, but I guess you ignore that or you ignore the Blackguard, and you've got to get in the Blackguard. They're going to do damage a lot faster. Those Arathyr must be dead right now. Yeah, I'm sure they ended up perishing at some point. What's this over here? No, routing, okay. Let's zoom out, see if there's nothing hiding somewhere. No, everything's concentrated here, which it needs to be. This is the time for it. If you were holding on to a unit, either attacker or defender, you know, at this point, it's not a good idea. Only 6 Naz high. Wardens of Amalmac are trying to keep them in check, but no, they're not quite capable of that. The Dragon Slayers have pulled out to get in amongst the crossbows. I think that's a pretty decent idea, but there's only 9 of them up against 49 crossbows. Fantastic, good River Patrolman. Fingers crossed, he might be able to drop one of these guys, but yeah, he's just helping out the Dragon Slayers. I'm surprised, I'm really chuffed that he's not actually routed there. I suppose it's just he's right next to the general, he's right next to a lot of this inspiring forces. Yeah, like they'll win this, but I mean, they're shaken. They'll win it maybe too slowly. Crossbows here. Luckily, these guys ran out of ammunition before they got sent into melee. Luckily for the defenders, even. 24 Naz high. The dwarves now surrounding those wanderers. The Athala Rangers trying to escape, just trying to drag those dwarves left and right so that everybody else can finish. Still 36 Haven Guard, grabbing what's left of these guys. Palace Guard now going toe-to-toe with the Guards of Khazad. As I say, this is really the only unit that can make on the Guards of Khazad. But outnumbered 2-1 is not fun. Unless they're able to get in position. Right now they're doing alright. You know, as long as they can fight one-on-one, each of the models individually fighting one-on-one or, you know, in small groups. As long as the dwarves can't get around them. Haven Guard arriving there, great to see. Now that nothing more can shoot them. Halberdiers setting up. Goodness sake, this is actually going to be a lot closer than I thought. Okay. Right, this is where the major action. Hammerers. We might end up seeing like some, you know, cycle charging with the hammerers. Who knows? Rangers running on around there. They've still got ammo. Still the black shots slicing through these poor pirates. I'm interested to see just how many more. Oh shoot! I was interested to see just how many more of the Corsair crossbows the general was going to kill. But the Sons of the Fallen, oh yeah. Like these 4 sons will probably be able to, well, help turn the tide. Oh, crossbowmen actually, that's a good strat. Yeah, just get the crossbows out, leave the sons to deal with this. So then the Corsairs can come over and start blasting. What do we have? Yeah, hammerers, that's good. That's what I was expecting them to do, sort of just bring them in and out. And oh, even without that though. Oh, I see. There was 3rd Legion infantry. We've still got the general in amongst. Oh, he was actually in amongst Hirioth. Lets him sort of more freely use his elites, of course. And the Hirioth are certainly not a bad unit to be looking after the general. But that will be the end of the elites here. Still 27 Guards of Khazad. If we weren't having to deal with the cycle charging hammers of Gundabad. Oh! Okay. No, these guys ain't running. No, but still interesting for sure. And the last, the Naz High and the crossbows dealing with that. Oh, Corsairs actually blasting down the Dalian general over there. I thought they would come over here. I didn't actually expect them to come and shoot this. 1 Lurch hunting pack still around. It was all okay. So it looks like maybe he would have been able to kill off the Sons of the Fallen, but he sort of made a go for trying to deal with the last of the crossbows and was blasted for it. That was quite something. Okay. I really I didn't expect it to go that way. I thought the defenders had it. I really thought the defenders had it for a good while there. I think it was just the kind of chaotic retreat back to the final line there. And then you know, it was just that the enemy had too much range power. I was gonna actually say that that was one of the downfalls of the attackers, and I still do feel that. I think that the attackers went a bit too much into their range power. It's not that any one of them went really deep. It was just that they all went kind of pretty range focused. All, I guess, with the exception of Thanatos, everybody went pretty heavy into range, and that was just fellow range here still playing it, and good stuff. I like that he's still just giving it his go, and he's taking out a general. Oh, holy smokes! Awesome. Oh, I love that. Last little moment of just Leon bringing down the Umbar general there, and before. See, the problem is he keeps giving these attack orders, and the general sort of every time you give him an order, he'll order that. So, a quick little backstab into the crossbow and racking up a few more kills. I do like this little last stand. What do we end up with? 97. Yeah, so that's pretty damn solid. We might. No, we're not. I was thinking we might get another kill there, but no, unfortunately not. The Barding Herd will, or another percentage point. But yeah, the Barding Herd will rack up another kill or two unless they break. Come on, boys. Oh, there was the other general there too. Holy smokes, I like that they actually got the generals all back there. That was pretty dope. But yeah, so I think that having that ranged focus for all of the attacking armies was definitely a big concern for me. Especially when you're attacking Mistrand, where, as I sort of tried to harp on a fair bit, it's tough to make use of your ranged units as an attacker. And they had a lot of firepower at the end, and I didn't think they were going to be able to get to use it, but they were able to get it done, and also just sort of the dwarven attack there at the end was pretty on point. Anything really solid? Yeah, not as many elite. Yeah, see, not as many elites from Thanatos. I'm kind of surprised not to see the Khazad Reclaimers mixed in amongst it all. I would almost have been tempted to ditch the 2 dwarven miners. And can you afford a Khazad Reclaimer for 2 dwarven miners? Maybe you can. But I guess the numbers were important, and there were so many big nasty routes that had we not had numbers there, it could have been over. You know, there were a few times that I felt it was done for the attackers, but no, they stayed true and they got it done. So very impressive. I don't think that it's not that the defenders screwed up in any way. I just think, they spent a lot of their ammunition at the start, but that's kind of what you're meant to. I maybe wouldn't have fallen back when they did. I think they maybe should have just poured everything into that final defense. Like off where my cursor is, sort of off like here and maybe here. Like, instead of letting them sort of come up and then charge down at them, maybe they should have sort of just poured more into it while they were actually fighting out there. Hard to say though, exactly. Like, it's that could have ended worse, a lot worse. But I think just limiting the attacker's ability to use those crossbows was key. I mean, I guess they did that. I don't know, hard to say. Dwarves might just be those dwarven units at the end game might have just been too much to best. Perhaps some Dalian Paladins instead of Royal Guard could have been a good shout, just so you had some amazing elite in melee to smash down dwarves nicely. But I don't know. Thank you guys very much. Just smash the table. But yeah, thank you guys very much, and I will see you later.